Today we will learn lines of symmetry. In the previous video, we learned that a figure which is in equal balanced ratio is called a symmetric figure. The given figures are symmetrical figures. To understand this better, let's now know what is the line of symmetry. Let's understand this with an activity. Take a piece of paper. Using scissors, cut the shape of the English alphabet A from it. Can you tell whether this figure is symmetric or not? Think for a while. Absolutely correct. If we keep the left half of it on the right half, then they are seen to overlap each other perfectly. This shows that they are reflections of each other. Therefore, we can say that the letter A is a symmetric letter. Just think, if we fold A in such a way that the top half of it comes down to the bottom half, then shall we say that A is symmetric? Think for a while. Absolutely correct. This does not make A appear symmetrical. On the basis of both the conditions, we can say that the symmetry of the figure is apparent only when it is bent along a particular line, like the vertical line passing from the middle of A here. Such lines which divide the figure into two halves such that both the halves cover each other completely if folded through that line are called lines of symmetry or reflection symmetry. It is also known as reflection line. By looking at the example of A, we can say that it is a figure with just one line of symmetry. But there are some figures in which more than one lines of symmetry are present. Look at this figure. Is there any line of symmetry present here? Think for a while. Correct. Here we can see two lines of symmetry, and apart from these, no other lines could be detected. Some figures have more than two lines of symmetry also. Like, the symmetry in a square could be seen by folding it by these four lines. Hence, a square has four lines of symmetry. Similarly, let's look at some other figures of geometry and find their number of lines of symmetry. Symmetry in a rectangle could be seen by folding it through these two lines. Hence, a rectangle has two lines of symmetry. If we look at a rhombus, then its symmetry could be seen by folding it through these two lines, and hence it has two lines of symmetry. Similarly, three lines of symmetry could be seen in an equilateral triangle. But if we look at a circle, any line passing through its center is a line of symmetry. And since there are infinite number of lines which can pass through the center, hence a circle has infinite lines of symmetry. Now take 5 different figures and find out the number of lines of symmetry in them. Today we learned lines of symmetry. In the next video, we will look at some interesting examples based on this. Today we will see examples based on lines of symmetry. Draw lines of symmetry in the figure given below. In the previous video, we learned that a line is called a line of symmetry if it divides the figure into two equal halves, such that when folded through that line, the figure covers the other half completely. Here, if we look at the vertical line passing through the center, then we can see that it divides the figure into two halves, which cover each other completely when folded. Similarly, we have 8 lines of symmetry here. Next example. Look at the given figures and find figures with 1 line of symmetry, figures with 2 lines of symmetry, figures with more than 2 lines of symmetry, figures with no line of symmetry. If we talk about figure A, by folding it vertically, the two halves cover each other completely. It can be seen that this doesn't happen by folding the figure through any other line. Hence, we can say that the figure A has just one line of symmetry. Similarly, figures G, H and I have only one line of symmetry. Therefore, these are the figures in which only they have one line of symmetry. If we talk about figure B, then by folding it vertically into two halves, the two parts cover each other completely. Similarly, by folding it horizontally into two parts, divides the figure symmetrically. There are no other lines which divide the figure into two equal halves. Hence, we can say that figure B has two lines of symmetry. Apart from this, figure K also has two lines of symmetry. Thus, figures B and K are the only two figures which have two lines of symmetry. Similarly, can you tell which figures have more than two lines of symmetry? Try it for yourself. Let me tell you. Here, figures D, F and L have more than two lines of symmetry. If we look at it, then we can say that figures C and E have no lines of symmetry. Because there can be many lines passing through the center of a circle, we can say that a circle has infinitely many lines of symmetry. Now solve this interesting question by yourself. Mathematics. Find out the letters of this word which has two lines of symmetry. Today we looked at some examples based on lines of symmetry, and in the next video we will look at some misconceptions and commonly made mistakes. Today we will see misconceptions and commonly made mistakes in lines of symmetry. Misconception 1. Rohit and Shaili were trying to guess the number of lines of symmetry in a rectangle. Shaili said that there are a total of 4 lines of symmetry, and Rohit said that there are only 2 lines of symmetry in a rectangle. Who is correct over here? Many times, there's a misconception among students that a rectangle has 4 lines of symmetry. The reason behind this is that, along with the vertical and horizontal lines, students consider the diagonals also as a line of symmetry. They think that Shaili's answer is correct and hence select option 2, which is incorrect. If we fold a rectangle horizontally or vertically, then we get 2 symmetrical halves. But this doesn't happen when we fold the rectangle through its diagonals. Hence, a rectangle has only 2 lines of symmetry as guessed by Rohit. Thus, option 1 is the correct answer. Let's discuss some commonly made mistakes in lines of symmetry. If we ask the students about the number of lines of symmetry in a circle, then, without using the knowledge of lines of symmetry, they say that a circle has no lines of symmetry. Some students draw lines which don't pass through the center, and hence, the two divided parts don't cover each other properly. Hence, they conclude that there are no lines of symmetry in a circle. But this is a wrong understanding. Any line passing through the center of the circle divides it into 2 symmetrical parts. Since we can draw an infinite number of lines of symmetry through the center, there are infinitely many lines of symmetry in a circle. If students are asked to draw lines of symmetry and find the numbers of such lines, then some students draw the correct lines of symmetry, but when they count them, they make a mistake by counting a line twice, and hence the answer is wrong. Like they say that a square has 8 lines of symmetry, and they don't realize that they are counting a line twice. Therefore, while counting, remember that you need to count every line just once. So remember that a square has 4 lines of symmetry. Today we saw some misconceptions and commonly made mistakes based on lines of symmetry.